You're listening to 90.3 KEXP here in Seattle. I'm Stevie Zoom in for Cheryl for the midday show, and we are ready for some live music in our studio. We want to welcome Eleanor Friedberger, performed last night here in Seattle and going down to Portland this evening at the Doug Fir in Portland, and going to be there with Teen, who were here last night. And Eleanor has a brand new album. Just came out last week, Personal Record. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. We're going to play the first song on the record. It's called I Don't Want to Bother You, even though we're going to be bothering you right now. Ready? I don't want to bother you, but there's something to say that I want you to hear. It's hard when you're far, I forget when you're near. And I'd rather be 2 inches from your face than floating about in a different state. I don't wanna bother you, but there's something to say. I don't wanna bother you, but there's something to say that I want you to hear. It might be some time before we reappear, and I'll see you when I see you, sure. But it's hard not to want just a little bit more. I don't wanna bother you, but there's something to say. And you're giving me everything I ever wanted. I wanna be scared, and I wanna be haunted. Judgment impaired by despair as I fall on my face. Oh, I'm a disgrace. I don't wanna bother you, but there's something to say that I want you to know. Hello and goodbye and hello. Sometimes it's like I made you up. One more word and then I'll shut up. I don't wanna bother you, but there's something to say. And you're giving me everything I ever wanted. I wanna be scared, and I wanna be haunted. Judgment impaired by despair as I fall on my face. And you're giving me everything I ever wanted. I wanna be scared, and I wanna be haunted. Judgment impaired by your hair as it falls on my face. Oh, you're a disgrace.
It's 90.3 KEXP here in Seattle. Live music here in our studio from Eleanor Friedberger. And again, heading down to Portland tonight. Going to be at the Doug Fir.
We're going to play another song. It's called Stare at the Sun. In the back of the taxi, you turned off the TV and read me a book on your phone. Oh, here's the return of your skeleton key. Oh, baby, the places we've gone. If that was goodbye, then I must be high. You know I'll be seeing you soon. If that was goodbye, it'll snow in July as it hailed in the middle of June. Oh, give me your toothpaste, give me your ointment, give me your body in bed. Keep this in amber, keep our appointment, remember the things that we said. If that was goodbye, then I must be high, you must be the sugar I need. If that was goodbye, then I am a fly and the future is guaranteed. Cause when I'm with you, everything's treasure, I forget what it's like to be gone. I'm far from the town and the suburbs of your pleasure. I've been in exile so long. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. Cooperative coffee and synchronized showers. I try not to look at the clock. Goodbye to your castle, away from the tower, and draw me a line from the dock. If that was goodbye, then you must be high. Maybe I'm losing the thread. If that was goodbye, the sea has run dry, so I'll fill it with tears instead. Cause when I'm with you, everything's treasure, I forget what it's like to be gone. I'm far from the town in the suburbs of your pleasure. I've been in exile so long. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. Cause when I'm with you, everything's treasure, I forget what it's like to be gone. I'm far from the town in the suburbs of your pleasure. I've been in exile so long. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun.
Thank you very much. You're listening to live music here in our studios from Eleanor Friedberger, Stare at the Sun. And the first one, I Don't Want to Bother You, from Eleanor's brand new one, Personal Record, just came out a week ago on the Merge label. And they're going to be in Portland tonight at the Doug Fir. Eleanor, if you could first tell our listeners the band members you got with you.
Sure. That's Malcolm Perkins playing the guitar. Michael Rosen is playing the Wurlitzer and a Nomad organ. Noah Hecht is playing the drums. And Cassandra Jenkins is playing the bass and helping me sing.
All right. Thanks to everybody for being here after last night's show and heading to Portland. So the new record just came out last week.
Yes.
And
a week ago yesterday.
And I know a number of these songs you had performed before recording.
Yes.
So going to the studio, working them out?
Yeah, no, it was this was a much easier process for me in some ways because I'd been playing them live with the band for over a year, and then by the time we got into the studio, I knew exactly how they should sound. So sometimes that's, a blessing and a curse because you either nail it straight away or sometimes, it takes a while to get it. when you know up in your head what it's supposed to sound like. Up in your head. That's what my
way up in your head. Instead of the lower part of your head.
Yeah.
Now, on this new one, there's a lot of songs. There's a bit of a Seattle connection here with a gentleman who lived here for quite a while, John Wesley Harding. So you did a lot of co-writing.
Do you know him?
I've met him a few times.
Oh. Yeah, he lived here.
Yeah, I don't
He's
hang out
lived all over the place.
Yeah, I think he's in Portland now.
No, he lives in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love.
Okay. But you did a lot of co-writing with him.
We did. We wrote all these songs together. I mean, on the new record, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Now, for folks that aren't familiar, Eleanor was in the band with her brother Matthew a few years ago, and then you put out a solo record and wrote those, and then now you got back to co-writing again.
Yeah. It's fun to switch it up.
Yeah.
You have to keep doing things differently each time, or else you become very bored and restless and tired. So I like to do something different each time.
Yeah. So was the co-writing experience with Wes quite a bit different than years ago with your brother?
Yes. I mean, my brother and I had a lot of different, methods. Every album, we tried to approach it differently, and we made over 9 albums together. And then, like you said, I wrote all these songs on my own for the album last summer, and that was very nice and solitary. And then I met Wes, and we just hit it off musically, and I don't know, it worked out. It was very quick and easy. So I think I don't know. It's hard to explain why you have a good connection with somebody, but sometimes it works, and there was no struggle, which is the important thing.
And it's called Personal Record, but being that it's co-written, I think it's personal record for people listening and can kind of take what parts they want out of songs for themselves.
I hope that the songs, the idea was for everyone to be able to kind of insert themselves into these narratives, and it wasn't so much about personal details in my life necessarily, but it was an album title that I thought was really great, and I'd been kind of keeping it in my back pocket for a while, and I was happy to finally get to use it.
Yeah. Now, I see on the set list that I was given, the next song you're going to do is also, you got something new coming out with this one.
Yes, the song She's a Mirror is also a film that I haven't seen yet, but we're all gonna see it. My band and I are all gonna see it on the last show of our tour in New York, and then it will be available to the rest of the world too on a website.
So this is a full-fledged film as opposed to a video.
Yes, it's actually shot on film, and it's longer than the song. It's not a traditional music video in any sense. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. Maybe 15 minutes long, and I'm in it, and so are some other people, and you'll see many different interpretations of the song, and me pretending to be an actor in another movie. It's very film school.
And so you had someone else that directed this?
Yes, my friend Joe DiNardo directed it.
Okay, so you haven't seen the finished product
No,
yet.
I have not seen the finished product yet.
All right, that's pretty cool.
But actually, the song we're about to play is an arrangement that kind of came out of the film, so it's a little bit different from the album version. So we're going to play that one now. She's a Mirror. She's got a long black cape, and you're trying to escape from the shape of the things yet to come. She's got a hammer and nail, and you feel like you failed when you inhale and offer her some. She's guessed your address from your eyes more or less, than confessed to a part in your downfall. There's a rip in your shirt that's smeared with dirt, and it hurts when it's time for a last call. She's got the new broom, you dust in the room. She grooms you until you're a horse. She made you May Queen, but you can't have foreseen her obscene gravitational force. She's got spy upon look in her eye. Says surprise me and leave me alone. Her attention's divided, it's time you decided. Take her outside and leave her alone. She's a mirror. She's a mirror. She's a mirror. She's got a record by Sparks that lights up in the dark. Her sculpture park needle don't skip. She's got beautiful teeth and a man-sized wreath she'll bequeath at the lunar eclipse. She's got a vertical face and a fertile embrace, but her red lace is only 2D. She's got you on repeat in your prized seat. Be discreet when you meet on the key. She's a mirror. She's a mirror. She's a mirror.
by sound in a burial ground. She'll impound you and wait for your claim. You met in September and now it's December and you can't remember her name. She's fluent in German and she's predetermined with sermon you read from which mounts. Well, out in no man's land where the sleight of hand matters less than the cause that she counts. She's a mirror. She's a mirror. She's a mirror. She's flying a kite in the dark of the night as your pilot light flickers and dims. And when she enters your dreams, she floats you downstream till she seems it's like a phantom limb. You wake with a start stare at her fogart. She's picking apart every stitch. She's got needle and thread beneath her bedspread, but was dead to your most perfect pitch. She's a mirror. She's a mirror. She's a mirror. She's ooh ah ooh. She's a mirror. She's a mirror. She's a mirror. She's a mirror, oh no. She's a mirror, oh no. She's a mirror, oh no. She's a mirror, oh me, oh me, oh a mirror. I don't know. All right.
All right.
How does it feel to be just stuck in this room like this? Just
This is great.
Sitting in your chair.
I have my own
stool,
spot.
I mean.
I have my own spot, and I kind of get to tell the band when to start.
Not really.
Well,
I think I was kind of telling us when to start.
on that one you were, but I
Was there something you wanted to say
no.
before
It was
I
the perfect
interrupt
right
you?
after. No, it was
I
perfectly
thought that
right
was
after
a
the
good
film.
segue.
Nice lead
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
The only part is the film. It's too bad we have our Seattle International Film Festival happening
Oh.
right now, and if the film could have been shown while you were here,
That would have been amazing.
yeah. But we know that
Next
sometimes
time.
New York kind of trumps things a few times. So
Well,
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
that's the way it goes. And you live there still, right?
We think New York is the best.
Yeah, you're still living there.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I believe you
far,
got one
yeah.
more song.
Yeah, we're going to play a crowd pleaser, I hope. It's called My Mistakes. It's from the last record I made called Last Summer. Ready?
You know I do my best thinking when I'm flying down the bridge, or humming to myself and kicking up my kids, or jiggling all around half afraid for my life. I hope I don't crash like that night last summer, back when the bridge was just a wooden path. I'm bouncing around like he said it was 1956. I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought she'd give me the right advice. I thought he let me in for one last time. The planks ride around like an old-timey movie. Tube top and shorts, the vice can't pull me down. She's got kind of a native vibe before that was so cool. She's got kind of a native vibe before I even knew who was who. And he's ignoring me like it's 2001. Why keep time traveling if it doesn't get better on the second time around? Why keep time traveling if it doesn't get better on the second time around? I thought I learned from my mistakes. I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought she'd give me the right advice. I thought he let me in for one last time. The same outfit on the day the high seat. He followed me in his car along Park, not Avenue, but the one in Brooklyn on an early Sunday morning. I was carrying an umbrella and talking on the phone. My mom said run, and I ran. I crossed down Baker, cut my head and my knees. The ambulance was called by a guy his friend called Guru. They were visiting from California, and I swear they saved my life. Woo-hoo. I thought I'd learned from my mistakes. I thought he'd learned from my mistakes. I thought he'd give me the right advice. I thought he'd let me in for one last time. I thought he'd learn from my mistakes. I thought he'd learn from my mistakes. I thought he'd give it to me.
Live music here at 90.3 KEXP. That is the song My Mistakes. It's Eleanor Friedberger live here in our studios. Thank you so much. You and the band sounding very, very nice. And again, that song is from the previous release last summer, and the new one just released a week ago, personal record on the Merge label. Going to be in Portland tonight at the Doug Fir along with the band Teen. So good luck with the rest of the tour and the film. So much. Come back with the film next time. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And thanks to our engineer, Kevin. It's 90.3 KEXP Seattle.